Hey guys, welcome to the Sophisticated Scoundrel. Today I want to go over 3 things that you can do right now, today, so that you can change the way people interact and experience you as a man, and of course, experience you in a much more positive way, okay? So let's get right into this. The first thing that you can try is to slow down when you speak. A lot of guys that I interact with, and I talk to, and that come to me for coaching, they tend to talk really fast and they tend to rush through what they're saying. And it seems as if they are rushing through because they are afraid that people will not listen to them. They feel that they need to make sure they get everything out there quickly, otherwise people will lose interest in what they are saying or just ignore them altogether. But if you want people to experience you in a different way, one that makes you come off as much more confident and collected, I want you to slow down the way you speak and be okay with giving yourself some pauses, okay? It's a very, very easy thing to do. And before you go out and try this, you might want to just stay at home, look in the mirror, and practice saying something. Like, for example, introducing yourself, okay? So a lot of you guys might introduce yourself in a very quick manner, like, oh, hi, I'm Jason, and I work as a director, and I live in Los Angeles. Okay, that is how some of you guys might do it. Or even if you didn't look down and act like that, you might just rush through it. Hey, I'm Jason, I work as a director, and I live in Los Angeles. And you're just kind of nervously getting through it. Instead, I want you to try it again with slowing yourself down. Okay, so it becomes something like this. Hey, my name is Jason. I'm a director and I live in Los Angeles. So you're gonna pace yourself. You're gonna enjoy each word, and literally just this simple change of slowing down the pace in which you talk. This will give you the air and the feeling and the experience with other people of having more confidence and self-assuredness, which will help them look at you in a better light. It'll make them feel more secure, and it'll allow you to naturally develop masculine leadership without having to really do anything. It's just the way you present yourself. Okay, so that's number 1. Okay, number 2. Don't self-deprecate and apologize all the time. I noticed that a lot of guys that I interact with out in the world, let's say we're both trying to open a door or something like that, and immediately the first default that so many men say is, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry about that. Like they just rush to apologize. Everything that they're doing is wrong. They're basically becoming the bumbling idiot that is the typical, what typically men look like on TV shows, commercials, movies. They're this awkward, bumbling idiot who's just kind of in the way all the time. And you are characterizing yourself like that by always, again, self-deprecating. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, what an idiot I am. Stuff like that. Or, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, you know what? Go ahead. Yep. And just putting yourself less, because right now we're in a culture where men have been taught that in order to make the world better, they need to make themselves less. And this is, especially true with women. Especially when it comes to things that I see in Christianity, the idea that, my better half, or I can't believe she puts up with me. I can't believe, she puts up with how much of a jerk I am or how much of a dork I am. This idea that if you put yourself down, you're lifting her up and that she's going to like you more, it's not true. It's repulsive, actually, because a woman, she wants to be with the best quality man that she can get. She doesn't want to be with a loser. And by you acting in a self-deprecating manner and putting yourself down, it will slowly eat away at how she sees you over time. So don't do that. You can change. It's such a simple change. Just stop always defaulting to that mode of apologizing for yourself or making jokes that make fun of yourself. I think this is just a bad way to go. You can still have fun, you know, like let's just go back to that example where the two guys are opening the door. Now, instead of apologizing, make it something fun and charming, you know? You could say something along the lines of, well, if you insist, you know, you go in. Or you could say, hey, hold on a second. Let me make sure this is done properly, and then just open the door for them. Do something where you're taking it and not cutting yourself down, but you're elevating that simple experience, you know? Or let's say they open the door for you, and you know, you can say something like, damn, those are some amazing door opening skills you got there, buddy. Something like that, you know, just make it a joke, but just don't put yourself down or apologize for doing something at the same time as somebody else or whatever situation it may be. Okay, number 3 is learn to roll with the punches, okay? Don't get caught off guard. I see this happen all the time where, you know, people are out and about, you're at the grocery store, coffee shop, and somebody says something to you that, you know, you don't know that person, but they walk by and say some sort of a comment to you. Maybe they're complimenting you, maybe they're making a little joke, or, you know, I've had situations where I'm walking around and someone says something, hey man, nice shirt, you know, and instead of being like, oh, what? Oh, yeah, you know what I mean? Like awkwardly saying thank you. Always be ready. Like you have to be alert and always be ready for when something like that happens, you know? So if someone says, hey man, nice shirt, be like, oh, thank you, buddy. Yeah, if you're interested, I'll sell it to you for $20, you know, something like that where you can roll and hit back with what they're saying, you know? And this is essentially what it means to have charm and wit. You're not taken off guard. And because I think a lot of guys are just so like, have almost as if they have blinders on when they're walking around every day. And either they're on their phone. And so like, they're just kind of like, I don't know what the word is. It's just like, they're kind of like lost in the clouds. And I think you want to be someone who's more sharp and boom, boom, boom. Like I was at a restaurant not too long ago, right? And they had asked me, hey, you know, would you be interested in the window seat with a view? And, you know, we had already gotten our table and I was coming from the bathroom when they stopped me to ask me this. And instead of saying, oh, what? What's it? Oh, you know what I mean? Like I processed what they were saying right away. And I said, okay, yeah, absolutely. We'll take it. You know, like that sounds fantastic. We'll definitely take that. And so you're just like, boom, like you are ready for anything. And I think this is something that a lot of guys forget, is to have that mental sharpness and quickness. You know, always be aware of your surroundings. This will make you more, you know, obviously more on guard and more aware, but also make you ready to interact socially in a positive way. So these are just 3 simple things that you can literally do today when you're out there interacting with yourself. And I hope, you know, just drawing some attention to these things. Maybe you do these yourself. Just ask yourself if you do these things. Because if you do, you can try these out and see how they work for yourself. So, okay, guys, that is what I have for you today. If you have any other questions about this, please leave them in the comments below. And if you'd like to get one-on-one coaching with me, you can also do that in the links. If you're just curious to know what it's all about, click the link below and you can read about it. And lastly, I have a guide. It's a 5-step guide of how to find your life mission and purpose. This is for you guys out there who might struggle with figuring out what to do with your life. I have a video and a PDF walks you through how I discovered my mission, and it's something that you can do to replicate so you can find it in your own life. So check that out. All right, we'll see you in the next one.